Hello. Welcome to session 0 of my first online D&D game called Pirates of Paragon, as you can see on screen. There won't be any video, so it'll just be audio. Hopefully I've gotten all the audio stuff sorted out. It should be fine. This is session 0. So we'll just be making characters and potentially go to a bit of the story, but it'll mainly just be the characters. So I'll quickly see if they are ready. Which they should be. General. Okay. This is obviously a pirate-themed campaign, and there's my phone again. Phone hates me. This is horrible. You will have to deal with the fan for this stream and video because it's not stopping today. That's fine. But other than that, it should be fine. Okay. They seem to be ready. Okay. And 3, 2, 1, go. Hello, guys.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm currently streaming. Woo! It's working, and my fan hates me. Alright, yes, we will do that. Okay, so yeah, for this stream, it's just going to be making characters and potentially, depending on how fast they get made, I may go on to a bit of stuff, but we'll be focusing mainly on the characters. So, yeah, essentially, you are in the same world you play in the Sunday games, but you're on a different side of the world. The campaign mainly takes place in the ocean of Paragon. That has a lot of different islands and countries and some major cities around, and a lot of treasure adventure. Which, yeah. Pirates are not the most liked, but not as disliked as they are in the real world. There's a lot of like pirate heroes, as in like old people from legend, and you'll definitely get a few bad luck from some class. Other than that,
You're essentially voting burglars.
Yeah. So yeah, I did. So yeah, if people got ideas. Oh, also, main things about character creation. Single background is not allowed, which is the pirate background, and 2 races are not allowed, which is variant human and custom lineage, because each of you will be getting a feat to start off with anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll start at level 1 or level 2?
Yeah. We all start at level 1.
So,
Yeah?
sailor's alright still.
Yes.
As long as you don't take pirate.
As long as you don't take variant pirate, yeah. Sailor is fine.
Rules for stat rolling.
We'll do the 5d6 method. But I'll say
5d6.
I'll say 5d6, 3 sets, and reroll ones because I feel like it's just more fun to have really high stats.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to get a lot of those rolling.
I was connected to your screen and I found a slight error. Because I've also got Discord open, it's jumped, the actual sound.
I hate this phone so much.
The screen and Discord. So at half point it was like you were going silent.
What did you say, Heath?
You were going, because I was listening to the screen at the same time. It almost sounded like you were going silent sometimes, because the noise was either coming from Discord or the screen.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's a little hard to hear people through this.
When I'm looking at your screen at the same time as the Discord. The problem was, when I was looking at your screen, the sound was coming through your screen and Discord. So it was flicking between the two. So there was that point where you were very quiet, which I think was coming from the Twitch stream, and then you were very loud, which was coming from Discord. I'm trying to figure out how to mute you on the stream, but not on Discord.
Yeah, question. Why are you watching the stream?
Because I got a notification of it.
Oh, that makes sense.
How do you view the stream? I don't know.
It's just on Twitch. Yeah. Well, one viewer. I wonder who that's from. Oh, never mind. There's 2. That's terrifying. Also, yeah, the stream itself has got a few dropped frames, but it shouldn't really matter.
Well, actually, what are you playing on the screen?
What do you mean?
What are you playing as in on the screen on the stream?
It is a single picture of just the words, like the title of the of the title of the campaign, because I had to quickly come up with something. Yep. Yes.
Okay, this sounds weird. I'm gonna quickly leave that screen because of the old that sound.
Okay.
Realize what the error was.
Have people got any ideas for the kind of characters they would play? I love this laptop so much.
I have some ideas for my one. Basically, I haven't exactly came up with the class yet. I haven't got to anything like that yet. It's just really gonna come to mind when it comes to me. But something along the lines of a spy who really likes to go undercover.
Okay.
Studying unusual groups.
There is a spy background.
was one of the ones I was thinking.
Rogue.
Not classed as a D&D 5e character.
Oh yeah, Charlie, I figured out what the problem was. I was listening to a dulled down echo of what we just said about 3 seconds ago.
You're starting to get quiet again.
I was listening to a echo of what was said about 3 seconds ago.
Yeah, that'll be it. Alright.
Sources section of the D&D Beyond thing.
What?
The character.
Oh, what about it?
I don't know, like, it says, like, allow or restrict sources to be used for this character. And there's, like, a load of, like, different toggle options.
Oh, allow all of them.
Even Critical Role and Rick and Morty and non-core.
Yeah, I'm fine with those.
Okay. I've no idea what most of them do, but...
It just gives you more options, essentially.
I might play a druid. I've never played a druid before.
Charlie?
Yeah?
Since I've got my dice here, do you trust me to roll dice here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie on this.
Okay.
That kind of idiot.
Proceeds to roll 6 18s.
Yes! Oh yeah. Did you let me be a lycanthropy, didn't you?
What?
The wary.
Yeah, sure.
Milestone or XP.
God, I really wish I could hear you all properly.
No, I'm just looking through druid stuff.
I am aware, Raven. Charlie proceeds to get a load of magic casters. Yes, your immunities mean nothing to me.
Look, I might go for a druid then. Race.
We'll have to reroll ones, aren't we?
What?
It's, what was it? 3 sets, 5d6, and we're allowed to reroll ones, right?
I think from small amounts of things that I heard, you're asking about how the dice rolling thing works. It's 5d6, 3 sets, and reroll ones.
Okay,
I
so
put 3 or 1s when I did my stats.
Oh no.
I don't think you actually got any. No, you did get a 1.
Oh, he got a lot of ones.
2, 3, 4, 5.
First set anyway, so I'm just going to...
Yeah, you got quite a few.
Let's see if there's any 1s in the first 6, because...
You got 9 ones.
Ah.
I'm just going to start applying to all of these with hashtag roll d6.
Okay, there we go.
That didn't work.
Okay. So, what ideas have you had so far, Jacob?
What is it?
What ideas have you had so far for your character, Jacob?
Maybe a druid? Some variety?
Okay.
That could be interesting.
We're going with milestones or XP levels.
It'll be milestone.
That's what Kieran's put in chat.
Oh.
My fault, that actually affects something.
Right.
It's
Essentially, milestone just means it's not based on XP is based on the XP that you're from monsters. Milestones are based off events, and so we do milestones because we want it to be more roleplay related.
The DM decides when you
I'll go
Parent
with fixed or manual hit point type.
What's the owling like?
Our cockra, but stealthier.
What was the question, Kieran?
We go with fixed or manual hit point type.
Fixed means, for example, in the player's handbook, which I've got right in front of me, it means that the race. There we go. Druid. Here we go. Hit points. A druid's hit points is one. You get to when you level up. You get to roll 1d8, add it to your level, and you will add it to your hit points. Sorry. Okay, let me start over. Fixed means that for a druid, in the case of a druid, you would add an automatic 5 to your hit. Go for standard, will roll 1d8, that will be added to your hit. Will also add your hit.
What's Steven playing?
No idea. Don't know what class.
Stuck on all that, so trying to get a set into it. I think I'll go with manual then.
Yeah, I'll go with.
However, on the first level, you automatically get the highest amount of hit points you could roll.
I'm gonna go for druid then, so. I guess I put the most in wisdom, then go from there.
We're using feats and multi-class requirements.
Yes.
Let's build a druid then.
Okay, this seems to be going well.
Race.
All three of them have played it before, but
I'm
not
a cock
like
with
properly
druid.
online.
Aww.
So.
What?
Got a 1. And I mean a permanent 1. I re-rolled the 1s and still got a 1. Sorry, Kieran, what did you just say?
Encumbrance, whatever that is.
Encumbrance.
It's like use encumbrance.
I'll say no.
Oh.
Like,
Can we play Aarakocra, or is that not allowed?
yeah, you can play Aarakocra.
Yeah, Aarakocra druid.
Ooh. Wait. Knowing how wild shape works, does that mean you just immediately get like flying speed no matter what you change into?
I don't really know, or do you just like change into a pig in the middle of the sky and fall? Because you know when pigs fly, I guess.
Because you inherit the speed and the flying capabilities of whatever creature you have. So if the creature can't fly, then you don't get to transfer your flying speed because your speed changes. Remember when you
I've got to print out. I've got to print out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So no,
Because I know you.
A flying pig.
I know you keep some of the attributes that you get out from your race.
I think the thing you get to keep is more or less your ability scores and your skills and saving throws and proficiency bonus. But I don't think you get to keep. Oh, and your ability. I think you get to also keep your features, but you don't get to keep your any ability you have. If you go
Okay.
your race, like in this case, your flying speed gets changed because of your race.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm not actually sure. I've got druid here. I'm gonna have a look at it. Anyway, wild shape is second level.
Yep.
Yeah, it's second level.
Against the strength.
Are we doing money buy?
You can do either. Like you're allowed to do money buy.
I've got the rules of wild shape here. While you are transformed, the following rules apply. Your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast, but you retain your alignment, personality, and intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. You also retain all of your skills and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining those of the creature. If the creature has the same proficiency as you and the bonus in its stat block is higher than yours, use the creature's bonus instead of yours. If the creature has any legendary or lair actions, you can't use them. When you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit die. Then you revert to your normal form, and you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However,
This
if you
fan is
revert
so
as a
annoying.
result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to your normal form.
It may help.
As long as the excess damage doesn't reduce your normal form to 0 hit points, you aren't knocked unconscious. You can't cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of your beast form. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on the spell you've already cast, however, or prevent you from taking actions that are part of a spell, such as Call Lightning, that you've already cast. You retain the benefit of any features from your class, race, or other source, and can use them if the new form is physically capable of doing so. However, you can't use any of your special senses, such as dark vision, unless your new form also has that sense. You choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space, merges into your new form, or is worn by it. Worn equipment functions as normal, but the DM decides whether it is practical for the new form to wear a piece of equipment, based on the creature's shape and size. Your equipment doesn't change size or shape to match the new form, and any equipment that the new form can't wear must either fall to the ground or merge with it. Equipment that merges with the form has no effect until you leave the form.
Okay. So spell save DC start at the beginning. Do I get +2 to 1 stat, or is it +1 to 2 stats?
Which race are you taking?
Our cockcrop, is it in the race thing?
It's a +2 to Dex, +1 to Wisdom.
That's actually pretty good. So I've got 18 in Wisdom.
You're fast. Basic.
16 in Dex. Why not put 16 in Con?
I'm actually going to quickly check that. I know it's Dex and Wisdom, but I'm going to check to see if I got them the right way round.
I think you probably have, by the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I did, but it's always good to check.
Dexterity by 2, Wisdom by 1. Yes, it's correct. I've got it up here.
I just got it here as well.
Our
Have you...
cockcrop don't live longer than 30 years.
No. Have you got any other ideas yet, Kieran?
Well, for my race, I decided to go with a half-orc.
Ooh.
What's the best one?
Endurance.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Also, don't talk with a speech impediment, please.
How do you do that?
It's just a common phrase when people role-play half-orcs or anything, they always talk as if orcs are stupid. It's like, me talk like this.
Speak like this right now, I speak this way.
Yeah. Unless the character is actually sick as crap, but...
Okay. So let's see. Druid class. Saving throws.
By the way, I'm a wizard, so this is going to be great.
Fireball.
Conjuration wizard, so I'm going to be more focused on that support spells.
Well, that could be helpful.
However, currently I've only got one aggressive spell. That's it.
There we go.
So far.
14 to int, 13 to strength, 13 to check.
Cool.
Have you managed to roll an 18 yet?
No, I've got a 17.
I've only managed to roll up to 17. my last roll, which is utter crap.
Oh no.
4 2s.
8 plus your con modifier. Got 11 hit points.
Yeah, Charlie, if it wasn't for that re-rolling of 1s, then this would have been awful. I rolled 4 2s and a 1.
Oh.
Luckily, I was allowed to re-roll the 1 and got a 5, but that still doesn't negate the 4 2s. So that's a 9.
Yeah.
Well, that's going in my strength.
Shields. Basic weapons.
Okay, which one?
Blue kit.
Ooh.
Have you got any other ideas for your character, Heath?
Me. My character, I can think of some lore for him. I can definitely come up with some good ideas. I'm definitely going to be more focused on role playing. I want to actually role play.
Plus 2 proficiency bonus. Plus 6. Plus
The
6.
idea was he seeks with. Also, I'm probably going to be stuck in the bottom of the ship, brewing up all the potions you could possibly imagine. Don't go down there, otherwise you'll start smelling pie.
It's just loads and loads and loads of potions everywhere.
Medication, potions, and all that kind of stuff. I'm more focused on peace more than attack.
Yeah, I will have order.
Oh yeah, this is going to be intriguing, by the way. My alignment is lawful good because I embrace the were-raising.
None of us can speak Druidic. I'm assuming we can all speak Common.
Yeah, the only race that cannot speak common is Grung.
I feel like I have control over this. God.
Only race that can't speak common, and that's the frog. Go figure. It's so arrogant that it can't be bothered to actually learn the common language.
Our cockroach.
Yeah, Aarakocra Fastbird.
Just gonna put
Sure.
on
And then Orlan.
talk.
Ooh! Aarakocra come from the elemental plane of air.
Wait a second.
Airship time. Oh god, no, you don't want to fall off in that one, do you?
Johnny, got a question. I wonder if is this set before or after the other campaign?
Are you going to discuss about the fact that your character's caused abs?
It's in the same world then.
It's in the
Our
same
cockroach reached
world.
maturity by age 3.
Oh yeah, your lifespan is very short.
Honestly,
You died at the age of 30.
Yeah, I died at the age of 100. My character is probably the oldest.
So now I'm 12.
Yeah, my character in terms of like in terms of age to age of death is the oldest, 72.
Right,
So he's gonna have a long grey beard and some grey.
you free. Oh god,
He
you
also
can't
has
hear
some
anything.
like.
You can't hear me.
Spellcasting. Cantrips. I know 2 cantrips. Included spells.
Hello. I'm gonna quickly be away for a moment because I've been shy.
I've got one question. I've got a question to ask you, Charlie. Is
Okay.
this before or after the events of the other one, the other campaign?
Why do you ask?
I just want to know
Why do you ask?
reasons.
Which would you prefer for your reasons?
I don't know. It's up to you. You're the DM.
Yeah, but I don't really mind. There won't be much interaction between the two, so I guess after.
Okay.
I didn't roll so bad.
Also, again, I'm gonna be gone for a bit.
Okay.
I can get mending. That's pretty nice.
Right. Yeah, I will actually be gone for a bit. I'll mute my mic so you can still hear them. Back. Hello, I'm back. I got given. Hello, I'm back.
Do you know what AC is based off of?
AC is 10 plus your dex modifier.
It's 13 then.
Unless you have armor, in which case it's slightly different.
Okay.
If you have armor, light armor, it's armor of the AC plus dex. Medium armor, it's the armor of the AC plus your dex to a maximum of plus 3. Heavy armor is the armor of the armor.
I might just take these. Do you think I could just take the starting stuff, or will we do a money buy?
I don't know. Probably take starting stuff, mate.
Yeah. I have to get a druidic focus otherwise, and I'm assuming they're expensive.
Druid focus. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure what the cost of focus is. Not all of them are stupid.
D&D Player's Handbook PDF.
So for the 56, what do you do now? Like, just to assign them, or is there anything else to it?
Druidic focuses, Jacob, are not actually that expensive. The most expensive one is 10 gold pieces, and the cheapest one is 1.
Kieran, did you say you did the 5d6?
Yeah, it's not the 5d6.
Okay, you take the highest 3, and that's the start you've got. But you make 3 sets of 6, and then you choose which set you want.
So for the first one I rolled 6, 4, 4, 3, 3, do that 2 more times.
Yeah, but for that one specifically, you would get 16.
Alright.
Yeah.
Equipment check.
Also, you can re-roll once a single time.
So you rolled a set, add them all up, then you do another set.
Add the highest three together.
Okay. Alright.
As tempting as it is to get Caduceus' personal inventory, I'm watching it. To me, a tavern brawl is a nice way to get to know a new city.
Yeah, I've got a. I think I've got the money by then. How much the druids was? $2d4 times 10 gold pieces. How much is change?
That's
Yeah.
a druid. Oh
Yeah.
god.
That's really low as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I might just take the starting gear then. Because. Yeah, I'm not really able to afford
I mean,
the
2d4 has a minimum of 20 and a maximum of 80.
But normally I'd get a simple weapon.
Druidic focuses aren't actually that expensive. The most expensive is 10 gold pieces. The cheapest is 1 gold piece. Unlike the wizard's one, which the spellbook itself is 50 gold pieces.
I might just go money by then.
Also,
See what I
you're
get.
going to buy a load of soap, aren't you? On the bottom of the ship.
The ocean may be a bit frothy afterwards, let's put it that way.
Not.
Exclamation mark roll 2d4. Okay, it failed to actually roll 2d4. I put a space. 40 at 40 gold pieces to spend on stuff.
Kieran, have you had any ideas for what class you would want to play?
I think I've decided to go for a rogue.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, that's
And,
considering pirates.
So, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly, you have a party of druid, rogue, and wizard then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds like a pretty good three-person party.
I've got
For
40 gold pieces.
For my proficiencies, I decided to choose Deception, Perception, Stealth, and Acrobatics.
Nice.
Deception, stealth, and acrobatics. Cool.
Yes.
Get out there. Let's just say you are definitely going to be the one who we send to sneak around.
Yeah.
Your
Like this
stealth is dex.
fly. Size, speed, flight, talons, ability score.
Oh, I just realised. If he gets to choose these own... Oh wait, I just realised. Feats, D&D Beyond. If you don't have any of the books, the only feat you can take
These
is
free
fly.
man, like they really get on with it. They're really good D&D players. Like,
Wasn't there a website just full of feats though?
Yeah, I know what the feats... it shows you the feats, but you can't use them unless you actually buy the book on D&D Beyond. That's the thing.
yeah, for feats, just like write them down like separately somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. It might even be worth, like, since, like, obviously some stuff you actually have to buy, maybe it's worth, like, copying it, like, the whole character sheet down in, like, a Google Doc or
Yeah.
something.
I think having the like making it on D&D Beyond was a good idea, but like afterwards transfer it onto like a proper character sheet.
Buy some leather armor. That's 10 gold pieces. Armor. And weapons.
I'm actually really excited for this campaign.
Sickle.
Like,
Oh, like a good weapon.
we have a flying druid.
I know it is. That's what I mean. I want a
Rogue,
good weapon,
which
I just said. Goodbye, a blowgun.
Oh yeah, half-orc rogue, which is not something you see every day.
It is just the one piercing. I can buy a pike.
A were-raven human, maybe? Wizard.
A pike.
It's fun.
Yeah, one of those. but am I proficient with it? That's the big question.
Well, let me
Why
just pick
even
those
if
for
you're
it.
proficient?
What?
It's nice to have proficiency though, because then you get scimitar, sickles, and spears. I could buy javelin.
I don't care how big the ship is. Fireball. I won't be fireballing the ship.
I could buy. I'll buy 4 javelins because they're actually a decent weapon. Hand axes are decent as well. I'll buy 4 javelins and a hand axe.
Oh yeah.
4
I'll
javelins.
say with background, because water vehicle proficiencies will be pretty good for a pirate. I'll say choose like the basis of it, but if you can come up with a reason in your backstory of why one of the proficiency would change to something else, I will allow that. So like you could have one that give you proficiency in like a weapon instead of deception, something like that.
That's what you talking to Jacob there.
What?
That's for Jacob.
I can't hear you.
Are you talking to Jacob there?
Talking to all three of you.
I know, but specifically Jacob.
No, I'm talking to all three of you.
Okay. I do have proficiency in vehicles water.
Yeah, it was you that gave me the idea of like, oh yeah, water vehicle proficiencies will be pretty useful for them.
Yep.
Got +3 to my javelins and +1 to my hand axes. That's great.
I don't know what feat I want to take.
What my sets are going on.
Can I say pizza burger?
That is minus
Because-
2 because that's 2 gold. It's 2 gold pieces worth of weapons. I've got 28 to go spend on stuff.
How do you assign them now?
Sorry, what?
I've added up all the 3 sets of 5d6s. How do you assign them to your things now?
Choose one of the sets of 6, and then you assign the numbers however you want.
To each of the abilities.
Initiative is just pure dex, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes, your initiative is dex. I don't.
Have a couple of speed.
Well, I sort of do, but.
I'm kind of confused. So I've got, like, when adding them up, I've got 14 for one set, 12 for one set, 18 for the last one. What?
Medium or heavy armor talons? D4. Also got talons as a weapon.
Okay, Kieran,
Yeah.
what did you say you got?
When adding up the 3 biggest numbers for each set, I got 14 for the first one, 12 for the second one, 18 for the last one.
Okay, a set. Okay, so you've. How did you get those numbers?
I rolled 5d6 in each of the sets, then I added up the 3 largest numbers.
Okay, yeah. 5d6, add up 3 largest numbers is correct, and then you do that 6
Yep.
times, and that is a set.
What's something I can
A
buy
set
now?
is 6 of those numbers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got the 3 from.
Because you have 3 sets. I think you just
Alright,
mistook
okay,
what
alright.
sets meant.
So you got an 18.
Alright, I got it now. I see do this 3 times.
Or is it you can buy knife sharpening stones?
Yes, you can do that.
2,800 knife sharpening stones?
Oh god.
I can't even speak.
Yeah,
No.
Jacob, Where will you find room
Yeah.
for that?
I'm only joking. I won't buy that. Well, I might, but
Do I become an
Yeah,
idiot
you
and
fully
say,
would buy that.
when I talk of D&D background, so I can get the money from the background, then I know exactly how much money I have to spend on money buying.
you don't get money. You don't get the background.
Money from money buying. Do you?
You take money by. You can't take. You don't get them stuff you get for your background. That includes its money.
Okay. So I'm still going to take a background. So
Okay, Heath. What race did you say you was going for?
Oh yeah, I'm gift arrived.
Ah, yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm a mental focus.
Hermit D&D 5e.
My intelligence and wisdom are high, but that's about it. The others are all +2 modifiers.
D&D 5e Hermit. Medicine and religion. What happens if your background gives you proficiency in something you're already proficient in?
Choose another one of the things that, from the list of the things that gave you proficiency and the one that you've changed.
Okay, where is it?
Okay, which one are you talking about?
Medicine, I think.
Okay, so
Just medicine, let me just take a look.
you got that from the druid thing, right?
Yes, but I've also got hermit, which also gives me medicine.
All right,
What
so
other things do you get
take
from
the medicine from. Oh, also you are allowed to change the proficiencies of the backgrounds.
Guess I'm going for survival then. Or
Okay.
6.
Yeah, it's up to you. Like you can, as long as you can make it fit into a backstory, you can choose any other proficiency. Like from a weapon proficiency to a vehicle proficiency.
A wizard who is a tavern brawler, yes.
Mm.
I was saying.
Yeah, I'll say you may be allowed to do improvised weapons as well. Maybe.
And I've already got improvised weapons of unarmed strike with my talons.
No, I mean like improvised
Oh,
weapon
right.
proficiency.
Can I use ink pens as darts?
That would be an improvised weapon.
Yeah, an improvised weapon is basically you ripping out a chair leg and then beating someone else with the chair leg.
You could also use a longbow and whack people over the head with it, and that will count as an improvised weapon.
A barbarian.
So what would you do about the ink pen dart then? Because you can buy quite a few.
Well, how much damage does improvised weapons do?
An improvised weapon normally does a d4, doesn't it?
It's 1d4 and then it'd be plus strength, so that'd be plus 1.
But the thing is, darts also use 1d4.
Improvised weapons. Sometimes characters don't have their weapons have. An improvised weapon is similar to an actual weapon. Can be treated, for example, a table leg. But DM's option character with a weapon can use a similar use his.
Okay, I think I would say you would have disadvantage to use it.
An object that bears no resemblance to a weapon deals 1d4 damage. A character uses a ranged weapon to make a melee attack, or throws a melee weapon that does not have the thrown property. It also deals 1d4 damage. Improvised thrown weapon has a normal range of 20 feet and a.
So I can use them, but I have disadvantage to hit.
No, it is disadvantage to hit, I'll say, but the reason why it's disadvantage to hit because it's got a very not good end for penetrating somebody's skin. So you have disadvantage to pierce more than anything.
I could buy a portable ram.
You could buy a portable ram, but how big are they?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if you'll be able to fit it on a pirate ship.
You can fit it on a pirate ship.
I mean, considering it's half the mass of a barrel.
Portable, 4 grams? Ram portable, 4 gold pieces, £35.
I'm having 1,000 I'm having 1,000 ball bearings.
Effectively, it's a tree branch that you're basically just smacking someone's door with.
Wait a second. How is a jug only 2 copper pieces?
No.
I'm gonna have some torches though. Torches
Are
can
we
be.
allowed to, oh yeah, where are we also taking a feed?
What?
-1.
Are we taking a feat as well?
Yeah, each of you have a free feat.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what feat I want to take.
I'm going to buy
But you should also
10
probably
torches.
connect it to your backstory in some way.
Oh yeah, I know, but within reason. I'm looking at I'm looking at Warcaster. And I'm
Both those would work.
so it makes sense.
What's in a mess kit?
Absolutely with
A mess kit? Honestly, I have no clue.
Mess kit D&D. Tiny box apparently. A tiny box. It contains a cup and simple cutlery.
Yeah, it's food. Have you ever heard of a mess hall?
It's like basic cooking supplies. There's no actual food in it, but it's just cutlery and a cup.
It's not cooking supplies, it's cutlery.
Pretty much, yeah.
It comes under literal cooking supplies.
Bucket, bucket.
Yeah. Kieran, wasn't you thinking about going for Keen Mind, the feat?
Sure.
I think so, yeah.
Because I think that would definitely help you.
How much is a donkey?
And can you choose feats in the character builder?
In the D&D Beyond one, I think you can, but it's very limited on which ones you're able to choose because you only unlock them by purchasing the bucks. So I would say look through the feats, and then like write it down like somewhere separate, so then you know which one you did take.
There are also feats under the 5e.
What?
Are there also feats that come with the 5e?
Yeah, but not that many.
I'm gonna buy a good, as in a pig.
Wow.
Okay.
Emergency food.
I was hoping you would say like pet, but I guess emergency food is also an option.
I know, I'm having it as a pet, that's a joke. And I'll have 2 pigs actually, that way I can breed them.
Right, I've got 3 boots I'm stuck on. Which one I want to take? Skill expert, Warcaster, or chef?
Can't we do soap again?
Well, if you can't figure out which one you prefer to go with, which one do you think you could fit a backstory around the best?
Fair enough.
Only 5 pieces of soap.
Gaming set?
You're gonna rule that I need to have food to feed the pigs?
Yes.
Okay.
It will take one of your rations.
Actually, Warcaster.
Why would I buy like £63 a week?
I guess that would work, but that's also a lot of wheat.
Okay.
Warcaster.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Kieran, did you ask a question?
Yeah, what do you do for the gaming set, like for tool proficiencies?
Oh, you get a choice of gaming set. I think there's 3 choices.
Dice set, dragon chest, playing card, free dragon entity.
Yeah, dragon chess is chess. Playing cards are playing cards, so it's like different card games. Trying to remember them now.
You can buy a horn. I'm buying myself a horn.
Let's quickly have a look to see if I can. Figure it out. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you choose a gaming set, and you just have proficiency when to ability checks when you are playing the game. Yeah. But it's like there's different. Like, you have to have like each type of gaming set requires a separate proficiency. So you only choose one. So you can be really good at like playing cards or like dice games or chess. Yeah.
But I guess I'm a druid that farms pigs now.
I mean, yeah, that does kind of make sense with druid.
Can I breed the 2 pigs I've got? That's the big question.
No,
Why not?
because I said so.
Aren't you supposed to be kind to nature?
Yeah, well, I like keeping as pets.
My ability scores are really weird. +2, +2, +2, +4, +4, +2.
Okay. How far into character creation are each of you?
I've got 15 gold pieces left to spend on money buy, so.
Right.
I'm currently on description/background.
I'm
Alright.
quite first again as well.
How much are rations? So I've got the £420 of wheat I need to feed the pigs for 20 days. No, I need a rations.
I've still got to do armor class and hit point maximum.
I am glad that pigs will eat pretty much anything because
So it shouldn't take too long.
it's 10 times a lot. That's 10
Because
ways of
a wizard is utter crap. Let's just say I'm going to be standing a bit far back.
Why, have you got fireball or something?
I have a very bad armor class.
What's your AC?
12.
Mine's 14.
How the hell do you have it as 14? Are you not wearing armor?
I'm wearing leather armor.
What is your dex?
+3. It's 11 plus 3.
14, okay. Also, Kieran, if you're going Aarakocra, your dex isn't 20.
Jacob was going for Aarakocra.
Yeah, never mind.
Also, I need to buy a druidic focus, yeah, I might want to do that before I'm going to totem. That would be bad if I didn't have a druidic focus.
Yeah, it would be pretty bad knowing that you wouldn't be able to cast any of your spells.
It's not the fact that I'm the pig.
I mean, unless you got a component pouch.
What is it?
You could also get a component pouch.
What are caltrops?
Caltrops are things you can drop on the ground, and it does like it pierces people who step on them. It's like really sharp Lego.
Okay. Yeah, I just looked them up and they look painful to step on.
It's a very sharp D4, effectively.
I could buy a chain.
Yeah, it's not a very useful weapon, mate.
It's gonna be very exciting.
I could buy a healer's kit. What's in a healer's kit? Take a look. Healer's kit.
I hate how loud my fan is.
It's a kit, leather pouch.
It's because I had to use
Kit has
Pro
10
before
uses.
decided
You can expend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature without needing to make a medicine check. I'm pretty rubbish.
Yeah, but the DC
Almost been an hour.
If your medicine is literally
Yeah,
minus,
it's got running pretty well.
minus 3, then there's no real need. DC is 10.
Goodbye, 10-foot pole.
I've made my character.
Two 10-foot poles. I think I'm just going to put the rest of the money I've got into money bar, into my normal money I'd keep with me.
Yeah. I've made my character
Okay.
in terms of oh wait, I didn't put the attack bonus. In terms of like sort of character stuff, so ability scores and all that stuff. I am definitely not getting into the combat anytime soon.
We're supposed to do DC and stuff, I haven't done the spellcasting bit.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that either. I have an AC of 12 and I have a hit points of 8.
Oh.
8 plus 2, that's 10, plus your wisdom modifier, so I've got 14 DC.
I am done for.
I know you're done for, but you're a wizard.
AC of 12 and armor class of 8. My only attacking spell is Frostbite.
That's actually really funny. Oh my god.
What?
I need a name for this character.
I was rolling for like personality traits, ideals, bond stuff, right?
Oh yeah, you don't have to, but okay.
Yeah, I did it. For the ideals, I rolled a 2, which means freedom. Chains are meant to be broken, as are those who would forge them, so like free in prisons and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But then for the flaws, I rolled a 6, which means an innocent person is in prison for a crime that I committed. I'm okay with that. So basically, I free everyone, but if they're in for something that I apparently did, I just don't care.
Or you want freedom for everyone except for that guy specifically.
No, just anyone that
just done
is in prison for something.
I need a name for this character.
Yep. That seems about right.
I also need to see if they're male or female.
Yeah.
Roll for gender, 1d2. Well, I guess that's how it's going to work.
You don't have to roll for gender.
You're a woman, aren't you?
Oh god.
By the sound of that, by the sound of what you just said, it's like, oh well, that just happened. So it's like, yeah, you're a woman, aren't you? Intelligent modifier plus wizard level. Nice. I can prepare 5 spells. Thank goodness 3 of them are rituals.
The character name. Name generated. Because I always have the weird things these spit out each time.
Also DC.
Druid name generator.
14. Got a pack bonus. Plus 6. Yeah. Now, how much do you want that?
What is this name? I'll just type it in the chat. I don't think I can even say it.
Boss Cloud. What do I want? Yeah, I'm actually gonna go. Sleep and mage armor seem too much of a hurry.
McQueenie.
Yeah, that's my name now.
If you want to go really random stuff, get into a random quizzes game and get the randoms from there.
That would work.
Yeah.
I could have asked Jamie. Give me a random name. Give me a random
McQueenie, what is that name?
Give me a random name. Don't catch it all,
Okay, so we're gonna have at least one person named after a Genshin character.
I've got yeah, I can only prepare 5 spells.
Mhm.
So this is going to be fun.
Which is 1 below maximum for a wizard.
Yeah. Out of all the spells I didn't prepare, Find Familiar was the one. That's because I can just cast it as a ritual.
Yeah, that's true.
So what have I got? Would you like to listen to my spells? Alarm, Detect Magic, Find Familiar, Fog Cloud, And we've already got the horn, so we can go for a foghorn. Mage armor, sleep.
Nice.
And my cantrips, mage hand, which is from my psionics, and it's invisible because of it. Prestidigitation, frostbite, minor illusion.
Oh, we just said Lily, so now I'm finally doing a Lily McQueenie.
That fits too well.
Oh.
Will you tell me when you're done? No.
That name is too. That name fits too well. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. Honest.
Yeah, I've just realised, Jacob, it sounds like you're fully ripping off Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, it does. Quite a bit.
Your race is no longer a Rococra, it is Car.
I just realised how close that is.
Kieran, try and say something.
Why?
Can you guys hear Kieran?
I can't
I'm
hear.
Kieran now.
Well, that's annoying.
Can Kieran hear us?
I don't know.
Kieran, can you hear us?
Okay.
Right, go for it.
Alright, so, what have you got for the background, Jacob?
Background hermit.
Nice. Have you came up with any ideas for, like, backstory?
Something to do with pigs, probably, considering they're active all the time.
You're a farmer.
Yeah.
I've come up with a good idea for my backstory,
What is it?
and you're gonna love this. Because the Githzerai come from the city in Limbo, that plane of existence. Limbo is literally the plane of chaos.
Yeah.
I was taught how to fly an airship there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ah,
and
I can hear you now, Kieran.
And learn the magics of places.
Wait a second, I'm a cockroach. I come from the elemental plane.
I discovered the fact that I'm actually cursed.
I come from the elemental plane of air. Does that mean I get flying pigs?
You come
No.
from the elemental plane of air. How it works in that is, the closer the plane is to the material plane, the more civilized it is. But the further out you get in the plane of air, the more chaotic it is until you get the literal elemental chaos, which is everything just blending with everything, utter chaos.
Okay, what's the question, Kieran?
For the faiths, like, you know how you can choose, like, 5e stuff for that?
For the what?
For the faiths.
Faith.
Faith.
Oh, like religion?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you religious?
Well, can you use, like, the name of one of the deities, like, for them? Because, like, I can't really find anything else about it.
Well, you can... Honestly, I don't really know anything much about religion. If you're playing a religious character, you can choose one of, like, the already existing pantheons, or you could also ask me and I can tell you about some of the main gods in my world.
Alright.
Or at least, like, what their main parts are. I won't get fully into backstory and stuff, because you don't know those.
So, you could technically use any of the 5e deities
Yeah.
if you wanted to. Ooh, because there's a lot here.
Yeah, there are a lot.
You could go with chaotic evil. Some of these.
What is Kieran? Is he
He's a rogue, but I don't know his right.
Half-orc.
Yeah, half-orc.
Half-orc.
Half-orc rogue.
Yeah.
Is
Chaotic neutral, because I picked it because it literally fit with the flaws and the ideals that I got.
yeah.
I need to do
Really
flaws and ideas, actually. I haven't done those yet.
Half-orc. That is going to be one sturdy rogue. When you pick rogue, if you're going to like power build it, which is not what you're doing, if you're going to do that, a lot of people would either pick like halfling, kobold, anything that had a dex.
Yeah.
You didn't. You're, I think, most likely going to be a strength-based rogue, which should be interesting.
Strength-based rogues are very fun.
Yeah.
At least very fun to DM.
Yeah, you cannot sneak, but your idea of sneaking is punching the living crap out the guard so he doesn't wake up.
Or you could go like a mix of strength and dex and be able to sneak, and just in case be able to knock people out.
Yeah, strength-based rogue. You can't sneak, so you knock out the guards, and that's your idea of sneaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it could also be just very funny to see a dex build half-orc.
Yeah.
Like this massive race, and it's just like one of the like stealthiest characters you've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm actually quite tall. My character's actually pretty tall. 6'11".
I think, based on height ranges, Jacob will probably end up being the shortest.
Oh yeah, Aarakocra are not very tall.
I'm going a little flying thing.
I think a half-orc can actually get taller. I'm not too sure, actually.
Yeah, half-orcs can get really tall. They're one of the tallest races in the game. Also, Jacob, knowing that you're Aarakocra, you can be your feather pattern and wing color can be based on any bird that you want.
Oh.
So you could be like, a parrot.
A superb sparrow.
Charlie.
Yep.
I'm the tallest.
Really?
A half-orc is 4 foot. His base height is 4'10". However, its height modifier is plus 2d10, whereas the gift is actually plus 2d12.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
I'm taller, but I'm not as muscular.
Yeah. So, well, you could end out with very high, tall one if you get 2 12s. Or you may just like choose the height. That's also an option.
Yeah, I chose that. I chose him to be quite tall.
Ah, that makes sense.
I wanted him to be rather tall. But I'm the tallest. Tall child.
Yeah. What stage of character creation are you currently at, Karen?
I'm finishing up the background.
Nice.
And
yep. What are you saying?
do you want to know what deity I chose?
Sure.
Have you heard of one called Gajira?
Spell it.
Gajira is a bipedal archosaur. Whatever gods of destruction or evil have come to the physical realm to do away with it, they are usually met with extreme opposition from Gajira, with whatever visitor usually being repelled quickly. So they're basically kind of like protectors, which just like get rid of evil, but they can also bring like famine and disease and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just to find out where that deity's from.
What deity? What deity you going for?
Gajira.
The ND 5e deities.
How do you spell it?
Gojira.
Go.
As a fox.
Yeah. They also tend to
Found
live
it.
in warmer climates where the sea is more comfortable for the large beast.
Ah, they are
Whoa.
a dinosaur one.
I'm on Dan Wiki, you know, that weird
Ooh, domains, nature, and tempest.
homebrew page. Well, someone just made a deity called Bob.
Temples and shrines to Gajira. Common in coastal regions / islands, which there will be a lot of, because there is a lot of islands, especially in areas with warmer climate, where the sea is more comfortable for the large beast. It is easier to encounter Gajira at sea if a ruler or civilization has done something to upset the balance of nature. Oh, Godzilla will march as far inland as he needs to lay waste to their cities. So, knowing that this is on Homebrew page,
That explains it.
I believe this person made like a Godzilla one, but then was like, oh, I shouldn't call him Godzilla, so let's change the name to something that like sounds nicer for it. So they named it Gojira, but I think they forgot to change the names some of the time.
I was wondering where that was from, because I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it. I was like, now I see it.
Yeah.
Find a cool looking bird.
I'm still fine with you choosing it though.
Find a cool looking bird. I posted it.
Very funny.
Ooh. It isn't entirely uncommon to find large black scales washed up on the shore, or left on the ground after Gojira has rampaged or fought with another god, titan, or kaiju.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I just
now
want
I
to
also
click on
think
the
about it,
website and it
Gojira
gave me a
really
multiple
does sound
page
similar to
before.
Godzilla.
I had no idea it actually was Godzilla until I read that line. I just picked it because it was chaotic and neutral.
Yeah,
So I read it
I
and
mean,
it
it
actually
makes
fits
sense.
really well.
Superb styling. I can buy a superb styling.
Alright,
I think I'm done apart from flaws. Where do you find the flaws and stuff that you're allowed to have for your character?
it's in the background.
Hermit flaws, find those.
Also, that is a really beautiful bird.
What is the superb styling?
The burb. Burb!
Personality traits. I was exiled for a crime I didn't commit.
What was you gonna
Can
say,
you
Kieran?
choose your own hit, or do you have to roll for it?
I was exiled.
Choose your own what?
Height.
There is the height ranges. That those are like the minimums and maximums you can go for, but you can roll it if you want, or you can choose.
Bonds. Bonds, nothing is important in other than my heritage. Can I have my bonds as pigs?
I mean, yeah.
I just like my pigs and my pigs go wherever.
The background ones are like recommendations, so you can have your own one.
Bonds, pigs, floors, like bacon. Terrible floor.
That is
Yeah, it's
a
in my
terrible
floor.
combination.
Yikes. Eating. Does anyone want bacon? What's that sound? Is that your fan again?
Yeah.
Okay. Searching for spiritual enlightenment. And then, what else do I have? Personality check. What crime have I committed, though, to be exiled from? Let's look at list of UK statute crimes.
You handled a salmon under suspicious circumstances.
One of those. Oh no, I flew a kite in a public place. That's
You were drunk in a bar.
flying a kite in a public place. Thanks.
Or you beat your carpet near the Houses of Parliament.
Should I get that music while playing flew a kite in a public place?
There's so
Under the
many
Metropolitan
stupid ones.
Police Act.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 strange British laws. Let's take a little look and see.
Yes, I know. You're allowed to have a cannon, but not a pistol.
Carrying your shopping home, apparently.
Yep.
Flying a kite in a public place, wearing fancy dress, getting drunk in a pub.
Yeah, I know that one.
I found the perfect one.
What?
I'm just going to screenshot this thing.
Oh god, I'm worried.
it's just too perfect.
Keeping pigs outside your house. Yeah, that is
If you're in
perfect.
the city, you need to watch. Like, keeping your porky
Perfect
pals.
is perfect as well. I'm having that. Everyone just got so fed up of having 63 pigs outside their house.
I like the idea that like the pigs are also just fully domesticized.
Yeah, they are just pet pigs.
Yeah. Like they won't even like help with fighting. They're just pigs.
What do you do if you just have your pigs on a boat? Like, what you're supposed to do is chuck them into the ocean.
I mean, I can breed them, I guess. I mean, on a boat, you could breed the pigs. I afford £20 of wheat for a reason.
Stop.
This isn't Minecraft,
I'm gonna
Jacob.
shit. You got 2 pigs for a reason, yes, but they're both male. There's a slight error in your plan.
Oh no, I've specifically made it so that I have opposites. Oh, sorry, I did saddlebag my pigs.
Charlie overrides.
Are there any organisations in this area?
So seriously stopping me from breeding 52 million pigs.
Well, if you worship a deity, then you would have an organisation of that cult of that deity.
Yeah, there'll be stuff like that. Honestly, I'll be very honest.
Oh, shit.
I have not developed anything for this side of this world.
I can buy horse feed, but I can't buy any other type of feed, so I guess my pigs are going to be living off a diet of entirely wheat and leftovers.
And people you kill.
Pigs. And people I kill, you better believe I'm feeding them everything I get my things for. They are the cleanup crew of this mission.
Oh, and also, by the way, there will be guns.
Cool. I can't use them. None of us can.
I mean, you can use them. It's not very well, but you can use them.
I'm buying some saddlebags for my pigs.
When the wizard runs out of spells, eat lead.
Yeah, I'm buying some saddlebags for my pig. I'm buying saddlebags for my pigs so that I can put the wheat on them.
The wizard runs out of spells. Haha, you're useless. Do you think so? Pulls out a Glock 19.
straps explosives to one of the pigs and sends it in.
We're not gonna repeat the cannon gun thing, are we? Like with the shrinking cannonballs.
I think birds and pigs reminds me of something. Birds and pigs reminds me of something.
Oh, for Pete's Angry Birds.
I could not think of anything then. These two are both very crazy.
If you haven't figured out, that was Rush Piggies.
Crazy. I told you. God, okay. I think.
Does that mean can the pigs fight? That's the big question.
Is there a pig stat block?
Let's take a look. DnD pig.
Because if there is, then yes. But you know your
It's not there.
yeah, you know your cat in Heath's campaign.
What is 5th edition SRD?
Standard rules, I believe.
It's had a creature's pig, family animal, small beast unaligned, armor class 12, hit points 4.
Okay, that's
Melee weapon attack, 2 to hit, reach 5 feet, target hit 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
That is a pretty good one.
What is that?
Pig.
Pig. 5e SRD creature's pig, 5 family animal. They got a charisma of 6. How the pig got charisma?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have much.
So that's just great.
It's got a 10 XP bonus if you kill it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
Look at our level.
those
Look at
are
our
better
level
than.
20.
Yeah. Jacob, the issue
Yes?
with this idea is that you know your cat.
Yes.
The cat can respawn because it's a familiar. The pigs are not a familiar. They cannot respawn.
I was thinking for emergencies.
Hmm.
Also, I can just breed more pigs. Pigs are breedable.
Yeah, you can't breed pigs if one of the pigs that you were planning on breeding is dead.
Bacon.
Bacon.
I breed them before I fight with them.
Do you though? Because I've already said that you can't breed them.
Whose TV is that in the background?
I believe it's Kieran's.
Try to be SRD.
Oh yeah. Jacob,
Yes?
have you checked, did you just check, Big Roof?
Play handbook. What?
Big Roof.
Oh, no, I haven't. What about what?
I posted some.
Which chat? Oh.
It's not even bad, it's just cursed.
I don't want to play it because it's got the file name above it.
It's not actually bad, it's cursed.
Alright, so, how far have people gotten into their
What
characters?
is that? What does that mean?
I'm done.
I'm going to sort our back.
Oh god. What have you got left of your character, Jacob?
I've not got anything left, really.
Okay. What about you, Karen?
I'm currently on allies.
He's played the video I just posted in the chat.
Not sure what to do for allies.
You don't need to worry about allies.
Alright.
You'll encounter allies along the campaign.
A weapon.
Alright,
What?
Jacob,
I'm gonna write the backstory.
What's that?
Jacob, I'm a wizard, but I'm not turning your pig into a thermonuclear weapon.
Well, that sounds more like an artificer's job.
Who's throwing it currently? Because I can hear it. Jacob, by the way, that thing was a crab. The thing that was dancing was a crab.
No.
On its hind legs, like a human. You put this on me.
I'm gonna quickly look at Dun Beyond. So I can see which bit you're on, Kieran.
Alright.
I'm not
Actually
using
log
the
in
planet
and
with
like
your...
see your palm.
I
using
can
the
log
planet
into
with a
my
palm.
account and see my stuff and then follow along with that.
Alright.
Well,
Is there any way for me to share this with you?
yes, you can also just share the screen, like for a limited time thing.
Alright, I'll if I need anything sorted out.
Jacob, your pig is not a thermonuclear device.
Can I not turn the pigs into a thermonuclear?
I'm not casting glyph of warning on a pig.
The demonstration video.
Glyph of warning activates when the pig snorts. Thermonuclear warhead goes off.
I'm ready the actions. You just send the pig in and the pig's got a nuke strapped to it.
No, you cast glyph of warning so many times on a pig, and you set it all to, and you set it to explode when the pig snorts.
And then you're in the middle of preparing it, and then they do it right when you're right next to them.
Have you seen the video I was posting?
Yes, I'm looking at it now.
Alright. Have a look at, say, this one.
I can hear it through your mic, Jacob.
Oh, can you now?
What are you doing, Heath?
He's demonstrating the sound of my pig bomb.
Quick. Going to.
Yeah.
Coding on a funny.
Why am I hearing crap when I'm watching this, Jake? This is just code.
Hold on. Let's see.
The character to do that, and then also so have something in the name basis.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, have you all chosen a feat, by the way?
Oh no, I haven't chosen a feat yet.
Okay, quickly try and choose the feat.
Indie 5v feats. Character feats.
Yes, I have chosen the feat. Warcaster.
And Kieran, are you sticking with Keen Mind?
Yes, I am going to.
What are you two doing?
Play the video in the general chat one with the pig.
There we go.
Playing video 0237 MP.
Up to
Healer. There's an action you can spend one of your healer's kits to enter a creature to heal it. 1d6
Totally didn't
plus
mute
4
you.
hit points.
I've already done my character sheet, by the way.
I can get a healer feat and I can use healer's kits instead to
heal people, yeah.
actually healing.
Yeah, you can do that.
Alright, items. What do I do for this?
You don't have to worry about that. Essentially, you can buy things with the money that you have. But for now, I would say you don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
You were saying about heat stock.
Okay. So would you all say that you've finished the characters?
I'm just quickly going to
Yeah, pretty much.
how much
Oh,
healers
wait,
kits
I
are.
do.
140, isn't it, for the items?
I need to write down what Keen Mind does so I don't forget.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
It
my
gives
house.
you... it makes it so that you always know which way is north. You know how many hours is left until sunset.
So healer is useless, because I don't actually have healer's kit, I just realised. So,
On my eyeball.
healer. 5A. Character feat. Gift of the
You have...
Gem Dragon.
Oh, well.
Gift of my
You...
phylactery.
remember everything you have seen and heard in the past month.
Jesus Christ.
Which is basically just a way of saying, if you forget stuff, you can ask me.
D&D 5e lucky.
Oh,
Am I going for
God.
lucky feat?
Oh no.
Yeah. Swine has been born.
And
lucky
you get a
feat.
+1 to your intelligence, Kieran.
Okay.
Who? The lucky guy?
No, Kieran with Keen Mind.
No.
Not you. Keen
Which is
Mind
just
would
like
be Kieran the
straight
first
onto
one.
your ability score.
So are we done then? Or is it... we actually start, or are we just...
Well, knowing that we've been creating characters for 1 hour and 40 minutes, I would say we should end after we've finished, like the characters and everything, and then next week at some point when we figure out when people are available, we can continue with all of the characters actually started.
Gabby, did you watch the Piglet video?
No, I didn't, because I've been focusing on other things, including character creation.
Observe it.
I will eventually. Okay.
Observe.
Yeah. I'll ask you guys, at some point when you're each available next week, and then we'll start the actual campaign.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie dokie dokie.
Yep.
Okay.
And also that'll give me more time to actually write the campaign. Because I've definitely done that.
Yes, we all believe you.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it for today then.
Okay.
Yeah. See you guys later then, I guess.
Ciao.
If you need to ask anything about characters, just message.
DM you, you'll come back to it at any time when you actually can read Discord. Because you don't get notifications.
Anyway, see you.
See ya.
See ya. Jacob, stop.
That was fun. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to take an hour and 44 minutes just to make the characters, but I think they made pretty good characters, all in all. Aarakocra druid with 2 pigs as pets, because why not? Half-orc rogue spy, and a were-raven gif, I believe Gifsarai, wizard, who is a sailor. Which, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Can't wait to play next week. So, my guess is probably Thursday, but it may end up happening on a different day, because, you know, school. Yeah, thank you for watching, well, listening, I guess, this time, and see you guys later. Bye.